So if you run an agency or you're thinking about starting an SMMA, eventually you're going to be running some ads and you're going to have the question of, is this working? Is this ad performing? And you need to know how to troubleshoot ads properly. So I was just actually recording Ads Mastery. It's a course in our school community where we break down how to run ads, how to build funnels, go high level sequences, SMS, email follow-up, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, LinkedIn, and also how to optimize these ads for performance. So I've seen a lot of people in the group asking this question. So I wanted to break this down in a very simple video and give you a sneak peek behind what's in Ads Mastery. So as you can see in Ads Mastery, we go over a lot: marketing funnels, lead magnets, follow-ups, account setup, how to run these ads. But analyzing performance and optimization and scaling is very, very important. So that's what I'm going to break down today. So how do you troubleshoot your ads? You launch an ad campaign, you've learned the buttons to click, you've watched YouTube, you've invested in a course, but now what? How do you know what's good? How do you know this is actually performing? These are the questions that are going to go on in your mind, and also what your client is going to be asking you very quickly. So I want to equip you with some answers and some strategies, no matter what platform you're advertising on, to optimize and troubleshoot your ads. So let's dive into it. First up, you could be doing this on many different platforms. This could be YouTube, Google search, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn. Doesn't matter. They all do the same thing. They have an audience, a budget, some kind of creative, and a call to action. They all operate the same way. Think about your prospect going through the funnel, which is essentially clicking on an ad to something meaningful happening at the end, whether that's a purchase, a lead, some kind of conversion, as an electrical current, okay? And it's our job as a media buyer to dissect this like a circuit board. So if the current is flowing in and all of a sudden there's a break, we need to see where that break is, patch it up so the lead can flow through and convert at the end. So I'm going to give you some principles and some strategies here that you can think about, and how I think about it. Every time I launch an ad, what am I looking at? How can I optimize this and make it better? So the first thing and the first question you want to ask yourself, is my ad spending? So if you say spend $20 a day, spend $50 a day, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, LinkedIn, whatever platform you're advertising on, is it actually spending that $20? And if it's not, there could be a series of problems. So let's troubleshoot it. Your targeting. Your audience could be too restricted, too defined, too small, that there's just not enough people to reach your ad with and fulfill the budget that you're asking of it. If you're doing Google ads, your keywords could just not be very searchable, or you could have them too restricted, like you're doing phrase match or exact match, and you need to broaden up your keyword match type, like broad match. These are the things I want to look at. So if I'm not spending, if it's a brand new account, that might be normal. Sometimes it can take a couple days for the ad spend to kick in. Maybe there's a billing issue, but usually it comes down to the audience and the targeting. So now let's say we're spending, we're starting to get impressions, which is basically just viewership on my ad. It's reaching the audience, it's in their news feed, it's in their stories or whatever medium I'm advertising on. And now I'm not getting any clicks. Well, that's a problem. We need to get them to click so we can take them to the next step in our funnel. So if we're not getting clicks, usually that has to do with our creative, our ad, or our offer. So there could be misalignment between the audience not caring about the actual offer or ad. But let's just say it's for fitness and it's a fitness offer, and I'm targeting people who are interested in fitness. They're interested in CrossFit, Ironman, like whatever I'm going after. So I know for a fact I'm reaching my right people. So that's not the problem. Now really the problem is the actual ad and the creative. Is it clear? Do I have a clear call to action in the advertisement? Does the ad call them out specifically? Am I empathizing with them? Am I conveying a story that pulls them in? If I look at the ad, if it's an image, do I get the gist of it in a couple seconds? Or does it take me time to have to go and click see more and read the copy and then kind of understand, nope, I'm out at that point. So you want to simplify everything, make it incredibly clear who you're talking to, what you're offering, and the call to action. And your image or video better support that initiative and be aligned with that. Otherwise, you're not going to get the click. It's not going to be enticing. It's not going to pull them in because it's not speaking to me. If you're not getting clicks and you know that you're spending and you're hitting the right people, look at your creative. This is the breaking point. How can we make this more efficient to get people to click? And then the next breaking point that we typically see, all right, let's say that we're spending, we're getting impressions, we're getting clicks at a reasonable rate. So we know that the offer is matching, but I'm not getting leads. So really the problem now is going to be on the landing page. So this is where I can't optimize any further in the actual ad account. Now I need to go and change my headline. Is my promise matching the call to action in my ad? I see so many people that they create a great ad, the targeting is right, the offer even looks good, they get the click, and then they send it to a landing page that is completely off the mark. Like the whole time they're talking about booking a call in their ad, but then they go to a landing page that says get the 3-step guide, or vice versa. If there's a disconnect there to what you're promising the prospect in the ad to what is actually showing up on the landing page, that's an immediate bounce. Nobody's going to fill that out. They're not going to trust you, and you're going to lose that click and waste a bunch of money. So if we're flowing through, we're spending, we're showing up in the feed, we're getting good clicks at a reasonable cost, the offer to the audience makes sense, and we're not getting the next step, it's usually because something is off with our landing page. So I just gave you a couple ideas, but there could be even more things that are wrong with it. The form. So what I'm asking the prospect to fill out, name, email, phone number, those are the basics. But you may have a bunch of different qualifying questions on there, like what's your budget? What are you looking for? Are you looking to purchase now or in the future? And you can overwhelm the prospect to when they bounce. You not only want to simplify your landing page, but if you can simplify the amount of questions that you're asking, you're going to get more leads in the long run. And then ultimately, we want people to convert. So if they become a lead, they move to the next step and convert, awesome. But quite often we find that there's a breaking point here. Like, hey, I got a lead, but they're not turning into buyers. So now at this point, we know there's a closing problem. So what is the sales process post lead? Do I have a good follow-up strategy? Like we talk about in Ads Mastery, when we're doing follow-up strategies for conversion in Go High Level. Are we sending emails, SMS, chats? Are we calling them? Like this is going to help us convert and ultimately sell at the end of the day. So do we have a good back end? Alex Becker calls this the kill box. You know, we've got leads coming in. How do we convert it and have a trap essentially to move this to a sale? If there's a breaking point there, you need to look at how you're following up with these leads in a meaningful way and converting them to buy. And a big problem that I see with most people is there's a promise misalignment. This is very important, that your offer in your ad matches the offer that they expect to see on the landing page. And then in the follow-up conversation, you are fulfilling on the result that you've been promising this entire time. If there's any disconnect, like I said, you're saying book a call, but now I've got a 3-step guide. You gave me a 3-step guide, but now you're telling me I need to start an agency. Wait, I thought I was just trying to make more money. Like there's a disconnect. So it has to be aligned all the way through to get the sale at the end of the day. So think about this as a current. If there's any break in this process whatsoever, you're going to have a problem. You're going to lose that click and they're not going to convert. So all these metrics that I'm talking about, these are things that you find right in Google or right in your ad account. Like this is all right here, easy to see. And I can just pull up like a general ad account for you guys to check out. These are some of our growth school ads. So if I pull up a campaign, like you're going to see this. Impressions. Am I getting impressions? What is the cost? What is my cost per click? Am I converting? Like these are the same metrics that you want to be looking at in any ad account, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Google, TikTok. They all look the same. They all have the same kind of setup, and this is where the breaking points are commonly at. Either the spend is not happening, the spend is happening, but I'm not getting clicks. I'm getting clicks, but then I'm not getting leads. I'm getting leads, but they're not paying. These are the things you need to think about, and these are the areas you need to address to fix those problems. So if you're looking for an A to Z guide on how to run ads effectively for your business, check out Growth School. That's school.com/growth school. It's the cheapest offer and the highest value product that we have today that's going to not only give you assets like ads mastery, wealth mastery, YouTube mastery, like all these courses that are exclusive in this community, but it's also going to give you access to the SMMA blueprint. So we have about 20 videos that are free in Growth School that you can download, you can watch, and get your agency started. And you're also surrounded by a group of motivated entrepreneurs and agency owners who are focused, who are getting wins, who are encouraging each other along the way. And it's also direct access to David and myself for support. So check out Growth School. That's school.com/growth school. And if you're looking for a step-by-step guide in a simple video for free on YouTube, check out this video here where I break down how to start a social media marketing agency in 30 minutes or less. I'll see you over there.